Style starts with the details. The difference between mid and next level, a real gold chain.
President Trump has signed an
I guess I'm going to stay mid then, because I don't like wearing jewelry.
executive order designating Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization. The order states Antifa is
It's okay, folks. I'm the president of Antifa, so no worries.
a militarist anarchist enterprise that explicitly calls for the overthrow of the United States government.
I did explicitly call for the overthrow of the United States government by deliberately and explicitly disavowing the validity of this government. And I am willing to go to war against this administration, proving that they are an illegal administration and that they are not the legitimate leadership of this country.
Law enforcement authorities and our system of law.
They are against their own of our system of law by flagrantly kidnapping a child, having it videotaped, and then being cunts about it in the videotape. Law enforcement authorities, again, who continuously violate our First Amendment rights and ignore due process, are criminals. So yeah, I am against fascism, and I'm very militaristic about it. I'm not an anarchist, though. I do believe in government and infrastructure, but not through fascism.
We have seen a rise in violence perpetuated by Antifa.
Which, this is insane too. It's uncorroborated, it's conjecture, and you are just spreading misinformation and lies from the pulpit. You cannot say Antifa did a thing. You just can't say that, because Antifa is anti-fascism. And me being the president of Antifa is being cheeky, right? Because Antifa is not an actual organization, in case there was any doubt.
Radical people across this country who subscribe to this group. And unfortunately, it's gone widely uncovered by many in the legacy media. It also went completely ignored by the previous administration. Not anymore. Not only, as you mentioned, were the bullet casings subscribed with Antifa mottos, if you will, in the heinous assassination of Charlie, but there have also been more examples than I could read off for you here.
Which is patently false. It's blatantly false. No person who believes in anti-fascism would waste their time writing on bullets if they were going to commit acts of violence. Nobody would do that. Nobody would even think to do that. Nobody would care to do that. Writing on bullets is a statement itself. That's it. That's all it is. If it's sending a message, that's all that does. And it started with the assassination or the murder of the United Healthcare CEO, which is mired with so much corruption and conspiracy that the validity of those casings and those shells even having anything written on them in the first place is highly suspect. Plus, the weapon that he used wasn't a rifled pistol or a rifled rifle, right? Because rifling is what's in the barrel. It was like one of those air capsule guns that you use to kill livestock, which if you wrote on that wouldn't affect anything because you'd have to be point blank to do it. You would never write or etch on an actual shell casing because it would fuck up the bullet and potentially cause a misfire. Unbelievable.
The administration will also be looking into the funding behind Antifa and a group sponsoring violence across the U.S. as federal law enforcement investigates Antifa's international networks, which could reportedly soon also be designated as a foreign terrorist organization.
Who the fuck is this? The National Desk? They may as well rename themselves the MAGA Desk, because the international funding of Antifa, which is an organization that isn't an actual, like, it doesn't exist. There's a flag. Right, because some meme lord created it. We have yet to find the funding for the Antifa organization or any sort of international funding for the international Antifa movement. Because it doesn't exist. Because there is no funding. Because it's an idea. Anti-fascism. That's the idea. Against fascism. I don't know what else needs to be said. And the fact that this news network video thing, and which is a small one, so this is an independent conservative news network, and then Caroline Leavitt are going on a tirade saying that it's these heinous left-wing organizations, is just, again, fear-mongering and spreading propaganda. Insane.